for Wally Collins. Huh? He's doing a great job there. All right. How's everybody doing? Had a good summer? Summer's winding down. Everybody have a good summer? Yeah. All right. Feeling a little bad because the summer's over. I love the summer, personally. You know why? There's not a lot of holidays in the summer. You know, I'm not a big person on holidays. I don't know how many people here like to get together with their family for holidays, but not me. Worst holiday for me every year has got to be St. Patrick's Day. I can't stand it. Every year it's the same thing. I come home, I find my father drunk, bottle of whiskey in his hand. I open the door, he's like, it was 1842 when your great-grandfather sailed across to the New World with nothing more than a couple of potatoes and a crust of bread in his pocket. Then I have to tell him, Dad, we're Jewish. Grammy and Grampy came from Russia, probably with potato pancakes and matzah in their pockets. Come from a long line of Jews. Long line. I was come from the first Native American Jews ever to roam the plains of the New World. The Schleppakoi tribe of Miami Beach. Chief Broken Hip, oi. His kids, looks like Shiksa, dances like Goy. My girlfriend's a Shiksa. She doesn't know what the word means. I tell her it means special in Hebrew. It's very wordful. She took me to church with her. It's very strange. How many Jews here have ever been to church? Anybody? All right. I'm the only one going to hell here. Is that how it is? So I go to church, and after the service, the father comes up to me and he tells me, you know, son, Jesus was a Jew. It's okay. And I'm thinking to myself, could not have been a Jew. You know why? They serve this little cracker, the wafer, the host. You ever seen that? And I'm thinking, what kind of a Jewish host would serve a plain cracker? You know what I mean? No cream cheese, no chopped liver, a schmear. At least it would be a Ritz, right? It wouldn't even be a plain cracker. It would be a Ritz or something. And you know, people always say that God must have been angry at the Jews. That's what they said. God was pissed off at the Jews because in the Bible, Jews actually lived 800, 900 years old. It's in the Old Testament. Did you know that? Moses lived to like 800 years old. And they say that we pissed off God and that's why we can't live that long anymore. I don't think so. Have you ever heard an 80-year-old Jew? Oh, my back is killing me. I can't get up. My feet are swollen. Do you think God wanted to listen to another 710 years of that? I mean, that was it. We whined him to death. You know, it had nothing to do with pissing him off. That was it for us. So I moved out to Los Angeles recently. I made the big move, New York to Los Angeles, which was great, but I had to furnish my apartment, okay? And I didn't have a lot of money to spend, so I went into an IKEA. Anybody ever go into an IKEA? Yeah. Ever? All right. IKEA's a great place. It's a Swedish store, okay? The whole concept. Everything looks really good in the showroom, okay? But you realize it all comes in pieces, and there are no instructions, okay? So I got this thing. I got a million nuts and bolts laid out like the Swedish flag, right? Trying to figure out how to put this thing together. My friend calls me and tells me IKEA is a Swedish word for puzzle. It made a lot of sense to me, finally. Bought a couch there. I think I put it together wrong because it opens up into a wall unit. Very strange thing, IKEA. It's a very weird store, weird concept. LA is a weird place. Spending time in LA is a very bizarre thing, especially when you've been a native New Yorker your whole life. You're in New York, you walk everywhere. You get to LA, everybody drives, okay? This is the thing that everybody drives in LA. In New York, everybody walks. You get out there. Women will see a white guy walking down Wilshire Boulevard. They will actually pull over and be like, are you okay? I'm walking. Where's your car? I'm walking. Were you jacked? Was I jacked? Lady, I'm walking here. The only people who walk are the homeless people, and they even have these little carts, you know? Then I gotta walk and deal with them. Where's your car? Hey, I'm walking. Were you jacked? Get in. Oh, I wasn't jacked. I'm walking. Everybody knows in New York we have a motto, pedestrians have the right of way, right? In LA, producers have the right of way. I swear to God, a studio executive can mow down a pack of nuns and get away with nothing more than a slap on the wrist and losing his reservations at Spago for a month. I mean, it's a very bizarre thing. It's very strange. In New York, when you do drive, right? We have signals. You need to turn, you have a signal, right? Left turn, right turn, wherever. This is a New York signal. In LA, you know how they signal in LA? They have their assistant fax their route to the Department of Motor Vehicles. This is a turn signal in LA. You get into an accident, the guy tells the cop, "Didn't you get the fax?" In New York, when you're driving, okay? In New York, when you're driving, you're worried about what the guy's got under his hood, maybe. Yeah, look at that guy, he's driving a 350 automatic with 4 on the floor, right? In LA, there's road rage. You're more worried about what he's packing, a 357 automatic with 4 in the chamber. You know, in New York, we cross wherever we want, right? You gotta cross the street, you cross whenever it feels like crossing. In LA, they will give you a $125 ticket if you cross anywhere but in the crosswalk, and they enforce it. Okay, this is a very strange new concept to me. As far as I'm concerned, New York #1 commandment, thou shalt crosseth, damn it, where thou pleaseth. You know, it's like, we want to scurry across the street like a cockroach, that's our business, you know? They don't tell us how to cross. It's a very strange, strange place, LA. Another strange thing about LA. What is it with breast implants? Women cannot get across the border unless they have breast implants. They actually have somebody checking at LAX, I think, you know? It's very weird. My girlfriend actually has a set of these new adjustable, inflatable implants that come with a bicycle pump that you adjust to the nipple, okay? So we're going out Saturday night, and she wants to hoist up a little bit. She's like, we're out, we're dancing, we're having a good time. I think maybe we jumped around a little too much because on the way home she had a blowout. I asked her if she wanted me to call AAA. She says, no, call Triple D. LA, it's unbelievable. And there's a lot, you know, speaking of like scurrying like a cockroach, LA's got roaches, but you know what you find you miss? You miss the New York City cockroach. I never thought I would ever miss a New York City roach. Okay, but LA, they're all laid back all over. If you go to step on them, they're like, please, no, the pain, all dramatic, right? A New York City cockroach, you're sitting on your couch, unless you bought it at IKEA, you're in the wall unit. But you're sitting on your couch, and you're watching TV, and you see your average New York City roach come across the street. We'll call him Vinny, and he's walking up in front of there. Here comes Vinny, and you watch him as he pauses to light a cigar, okay? These are my roaches. And you look at Vinny, and you look at the can of Rage you got over there, and you look at Vinny, and you look at the can of Rage, and Vinny's just like, don't even think about it. Don't you even think about it. Yeah, so you jump for the Rage, you stumble, you fumble, you got the can, you're spraying him. And he just looks at you with like a New York City De Niro look. He's like, are you spraying me? Are you spraying me? I think you're spraying me. And you know the sprays don't work, right? So you buy powder, okay? My friend goes, we get this roach powder. So I got roach powder all over my apartment now, right? I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I throw on the bathroom light. Vinny's selling, in the corner of the bathroom, selling $10 baggies of it to all the other roaches. This is a New York City roach for you, folks. Tough little creatures. And you leave New York. You leave New York and people say, hey, you guys got alligators in the sewers, right? You ever hear that old story? Alligators in the sewers. Like that's a problem for us. Any New Yorker knows it's not the alligators, it's the roaches that are the problem. Last week I saw a roach wearing alligator shoes, okay? This is what New York City roaches are like. It's crazy. Now that I've traveled across the country, from New York to LA, I feel that I've become like an expert on Hispanic people. I can tell where a Spanish person is from solely by the way that they speak. Okay, this is what you get when you travel across country. For instance, Mexicans, a lot of Mexicans out in LA, okay? You can always tell Mexicans because they're like the depressed people of the Latino community. Okay, you ever listen to two Mexicans talk? Ese, I'm feeling low today, man. Oye, vato, why you feeling low? Ese, I don't know, I'm just feeling low. You're feeling low because you're riding around in that low rider essay. Get out of that car, sit on a phone book, do something. Mexican people are very weird, and I'll tell you why. I was watching the Discovery Channel, and they're doing this program on the Mexican desert where they have those drawings. Have you ever seen these drawings? And they say that space people had to make them because of the intricacy of the drawings, and there was no flight, and there wasn't a mountain, and they didn't even have a ladder to stand on at the time. So how could they have made these intricate drawings? And then they show them, and it's a 250-foot Cyclops penis stick figure just standing there. They say space people made them, like they came 250 million light miles to play Etch-a-Sketch on the Mexican desert. You know, I'm sure 200 years ago, it was a drunk guy named Paco walking around like this. Hey, what do they get a load of this in the morning? Oh, these are intricate drawings. How come there are no gay Jamaicans? They are so rough and tough, there's no such thing as a gay Jamaican. Have you ever walked up behind two Jamaican bumbo clients and listened to them? Are they ever like, hey man, come on, let me take you back to my house and rub me man stick up and down your backside. Miss T, me just wash me dreadlock. Now you want me to come home with you and your blood clot.